Kicking things off at the Hutong Markets, you've got the tagline, keeping Asia's best gourmet heritage cuisine strong under one roof, and oh boy, do they deliver. There's two things I want to highlight here. The first one being this little duck and pork dish, the combo £3.75. They're practically paying you to eat it. The charring, the crisp, nice barbecue edge, succulent and moist in the middle. Straight banger from G-Dubs. If you want to do a little build your own bowl, there's plenty of options. There's different things where you can get drinks, a place where you get fresh fruit. It's just an absolute naughty setup. Definitely more of a lunch vibe. And then the second course, you already know on this channel, we're all about our Japanese sashimi, sushi, a little bit of everything in the mix. So the staple of the tuna and the avocado and the sushi rolls, and then the sashimi, the white bait, the scallops, the salmon, and of course the tuna, all absolutely banging, spot on, getting that protein into the system. Nice little bit mix of wasabi as well. Nice bit of sweetness and a nice bit of heat is what we love to see. But yeah, you cannot complain at the price in here. Worked out £6.50 for all the sushi number, and as I said before, £3.75 for the barbecue stuff. Ridiculous setup. Get yourself in there for lunch and get yourself a little beer wari just to get the afternoon flowing. And if you want to learn something new like the King did, shout out to the old Bukakis. Coming in at number 2 is the Batu Caves. One thing I will say here is go early morning. We got here just before sunrise, and as you can see, there was no one there. You've pretty much got the whole place to yourself, and as we're leaving a little bit later on, it was absolutely Sergio Ramos. So this is going to be a place where you can really take in the calming atmosphere of the temples itself, but also, do you know what I mean, we're about a few flare JPEGs, so of course we wanted to get there early and avoid the crowds, avoid people in the back of the old shop. So you walk up the steps, it is pretty tough, even without the sun on you. It is absolutely toasty going up there. One thing to remember, as you can see, I don't wear these trousers all the time. I've not gone to Southeast Asia and found myself not on that vibe. However, you do have to wear trousers here, so I would recommend a few little linen numbers because it is super hot. And then obviously, yeah, going up in the darkness is pretty cool because obviously you have the whole place to yourself, but obviously as you can see, the beauty of the environment, the steps and the whole setting is in the colours. So obviously, yeah, when the sun's risen a little bit and obviously beating down, that's top draw. It does sunset on there in the afternoon, so that'll be the nicest colours, but obviously then you're going to have a ridiculous amount of people, and it's about a 10-15 minute taxi outside of town, so super reasonable to get there, get it on the list, get a little bit of culture in the bones. Once you've got the culture, coming in at number 3 are the Platinum Suites Infinity Pool. This is where we were staying, so this was part of the package of our Airbnb, which was ridiculous, paying £30 per person per night to stay here. Silly gym on the 50th floor. We're at the tippity top, but we're only halfway up. But again, panoramic views over the whole Kuala Lumpur skyline. And yeah, just a top draw place. The only thing they're missing here is the ability somewhere to get a drink, not necessarily an alcoholic drink, just a drink at all. You can't even get like nice little coffee, nice little Coca-Cola, something just to mull you over and just, I mean, get that thirst quenched. You also go up here at night as well. Opens at about 10 PM. So yeah, silly views, and yeah, just a top draw bit of kit. So I would definitely advise staying here because if you get it included, get yourself up there every day. And yeah, it's a pretty ruthless little setting. Coming in next is of course the old expecto Petronas Towers. I've dropped that joke before and I'll be dropping it again, so don't you worry about me. £18 per person to go up here, and well worth it. You go to the middle floor where they connect, and already it is pretty bloody high. You've got the view of the park in the backdrop itself, but yeah, this is just a place, an absolute geographer's wet dream. We're talking about drinking in all that data, all that insight, but it just puts in perspective how bloody high they are. When you get to the top floor, yeah, obviously there's this like kind of viewing deck. There's different things obviously talking about how and why they were built, but yeah, look how high they are. You're looking down on 50, 60, 70, 80 floor skyscrapers below the Four Seasons. You look down on our hotel at the Platinum Suites, look down on the Hilton, and so forth. So yeah, ridiculous viewpoint up here, and the way they do it is nice as well. I think sometimes you can kind of get, I mean, over kind of discussed on, oh, this is what we did, this is why we built this, and this is the architecture and stuff. They give you literally like a 1-2 minute insight on the mid floor and the top floor, and the rest is just up to you to explore. So if you are about viewpoints, this is the place to go to. Silly scenes, 360-degree panoramic across the entire city. At the base of the Petronas Towers, there is this massive designer, I'd say like Selfridges to be honest, type complex where you can go just pick up some goods if you want to liquidate a little bit of the old cashish. However, if you want a little tip, this is the best coffee I've ever had. Espresso with the condensed milk. It is ruthless. Shout out to the boy Kenny. Couldn't speak highly enough of this. And then just outside the towers, you've just got this naughty little park, KLCC park itself. So a nice little spot just to mill about and get a few of the old JPEGs. And this is the secret bar. Everyone goes to the main one. Get yourself to Teresa Bar. This was the view. So it's only 4 stories up, which is, in comparison to a lot of the other viewpoints, is pretty low. But the cocktails here were so innovative. You got like a little piece of food with the cocktails, whether that be the burnt banana, whether that be a little bit of charred popcorn. All things is bringing the whole experience to life. And we went for a few of these little bites. Little pork number, absolutely top drawer. Obviously getting the nod from the king itself, and it's just a super kind of minimalistic environment, very kind of clean setting, and yeah, it was the best bar we went to. However, coming in a very close second was Vertigo Bar. The cocktails here were on the espresso martinis, were on the Bloody Marys, and of course the staple for the king, the mojitos. This is the best sunset spot, super high up, looking down on the Expecto Petronas Towers, and just check this view. Beautiful lighting over the whole KLCC skyline. It's just a ruthless setting, but as I say, I cannot speak highly enough of Kuala Lumpur. It's a place I could see myself living in the future. If there's somewhere else we should check out next time, bang it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from every single one of you. Have you seen a view like this? Is this somewhere where you could see yourself living? And any locals, what bars and what places should we check out next? Hit the subscribe button. Remember, baby, the chef is always cooking. Let's get it.